So, start off, Michael. I've heard you talk like a few times about how this is the first film you've done with like a lot of green screen and a lot of special effects. And I was curious what made now the time that you were interested in doing that.
I always have looked forward to being asked or invited to be in one of these superhero pictures, particularly after I'm good friends with Jack Nicholson. He did his Batman, and Danny DeVito playing the Penguin. So when Marvel came to me, I was just stoked beyond belief, because to me it was a fascinating new element just to deal with this. Much more effortless than I thought. I thought it was going to be much more time consuming, but they've reached an opportunity now. They've reached a point with effects and how they're driven that they've done a lot of homework before we get to that moment where we bring our real actors together, with our effects. But we had four different units, shooting. So it was really a joy to see how they all kind of come together effortlessly. You should be able to shrink and grow on a dime, so your size always suits your needs. Now dive through the keyhole, Scott. You charge big, you dive small, then you emerge big.
You also work as a producer, and obviously you've been working in film for a while now. And what sort of did this film and, like you say, the 4 units of photography and everything sort of teach you about different filmmaking?
Well, it still comes down to a script that that is absorbing enough and that you can understand. And I think what Marvel does, which is really important and which I had to take a big responsibility for, is the exposition, or laying out your plot line so people can understand. Because there's nothing more frustrating than sort of being behind the eight ball and watching action and sequences happen without really understanding what it is. I also think of immersing it, grounding it in a family stories, basically a story of Hank Pym reconciling with his daughter Hope, played by Evangeline Lilly, and Paul Rudd's character Scott, reconciling with his family, is something that audiences could really get, and then this phenomenal and the imaginative ability of getting small. Getting down to ant size, and it was filmed from a perspective that I don't think we've really ever seen before. I think that was the one that really impressed me in terms of seeing the effects when it was done. That, with all of these movies going larger and bigger and stronger, it was very, very smart of them to kind of go the opposite direction.